Welcome, guys, to Resident Evil 2, the original Resident Evil 2, not the remake. The remake is on my channel if you guys want to watch that, but this is the original one. We're kind of cheap playing. We're cheaping our way through this game. We're gonna play with the infinite weapons. So just so you guys know, we're cheaping our way through this shit. I beat this game in like 3.5 hours when I played it the other day.
Another thing I gotta do that's gonna piss me off. I gotta take my trash bag out.
Yeah, bro, this fucking damn machine gun is infinite ammo.
And I'm gonna have to go through the fucking basement to do it. Yeah, I'm not buying your fucking benefits bullshit. Just put me in the game. Oh, real quick, bro. Let me know if I lose connection
What are you
here.
doing here? Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Advanced?
Sorry about that.
But yeah, bro, let me know if I lose connection here.
I thought you were one of
Alright.
them. What's going on in this town? Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
I definitely dropped your share screen. That might have been something I did. Yeah, it won't show up. But that's something I did. It has to be. Oh wait, no, never mind, it's back. I mean, it's still loading. You still there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it shows up, but it just dropped out.
I can I can I can cut it off and resend the screen share.
It might have been what I did. I changed my internet's MTU to 800 instead of 1500. Because the game I'm about to play, I'd like to play on a public session with nobody, because I don't want to get blown up. And what I changed will allow me to load into a public session without getting blown up, because I'll be the only one in there.
I only have one issue
Um,
with these games, with these older ones.
Fixed
They,
camera angle.
not even that. It's no checkpoints.
Yeah.
You die, you go back.
Although,
You die, you go back to where you last saved.
yeah. Although I will say I believe everybody forgot why they were fixed cameras in the first place. They were the perfect artistic cinematic shot. And whenever you give the person the ability to move the camera, you kind of leave that to them. Which, how often, bro, do you, when walking around in a game, rotate the camera real slow and look at what's around you? How
Not.
often do you see YouTubers do that?
I mean, I do, but the games I'm playing, you need to look. You need to look around for shit. Like Resident Evil, you need to look around for stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, if you make it a fixed camera angle, you've already got the perfect shot for that very thing. Which is exactly why they did it. It was for art and atmosphere.
Yeah, so I have this infinite machine gun.
Yeah.
I also have an infinite rocket launcher, also, but
For example,
it's in my
bro,
box.
who do you start out as in that game? I think it's that one. Where you're in the alleyway and it's just nothing but fire, and there's like a police car in front of you, I think, and
It's
there's a
this,
bunch
yeah,
of zombies coming at you.
it's this one.
Who is that you start out as?
Leon.
Do you think that shot would have hit as hard if the camera worked on modern day game logic? Or do you think it hit harder because the camera is looking over all of that?
I think it's harder because the game was gonna look. I think it's harder in the newer ones. I mean, you've seen that shot whenever I started playing.
Yeah,
All you can see is the fire behind you. That's all you can see.
yeah, but do you think that would have hit as hard if the camera was in third person behind you, like it usually is?
You wouldn't have seen it if the camera's in front of you. I mean, or behind you.
Exactly. That that shot only works whenever it's like it's the camera's looking towards Leon and you're able to see the whole environment being on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise it loses its impact. But yeah, I watched a video where somebody really broke down like why realistic graphics kind of make video games worse. They used Silent Hill a lot, and how the N64 fog that everybody makes fun of because its render distance wasn't very high. The reason that game felt so creepy is because you couldn't see what was in front of you, and it let your imagination fill in the gaps rather than
Yeah.
just telling you that there's nothing there by getting rid of the fog. If you got rid of the fog, do you think Silent Hill would have been as scary as it was? No.
No, I know.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Oh man,
But yeah, I figured I'd just do some
who are you?
bike deliveries and
Oh,
shit.
you must be the new guy.
Because MX
Yeah.
versus ATV still hasn't updated their
Sorry.
engine sounds to sound
It
more
looks
realistic.
like your party
So I figured I'd do the
has
next
been
best thing.
canceled. What?
GTA.
Yeah. I
About 2 months ago, there was this incident
I haven't
involving
posted in like
zombies
2 weeks, bro.
in a mansion
Yeah.
located on the outskirts of the
I did
city.
post on my YouTube
Chris
there's gonna be a
and
delay
the
in
other
videos.
STARS members discovered that
Yeah.
Umbrella was behind everything. They risked
I
their
decided to
lives to
download these
reveal
and
the
play
truth,
this. I played this. I
but
played this
no
once
one
through it
believed them.
once already, so
Not long
Yeah.
I
after
know
that,
most of what to do.
all this started to happen. Uh, uh, hang in there. Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
I think this is where Resident Evil peaked.
Yeah. But yeah, did you know that, bro? That you can turn an online session into a public session into a private session? I'm in a public session right now and I'm the only person in here.
Oh.
Yeah, it says public, but only one player and it's me.
Well, I mean,
So yeah, no Mark II griefers for me.
Yeah, so I have a Gatling gun, bro,
Yeah.
and a rocket launcher.
I'm probably gonna go quiet for a. What? Never mind, there's no bike here yet. For fuck's sake.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess I'll just do a fat load of nothing. Or I can close the game, forget about it, and watch your shit. That might have been a text message saying I got a new bike, but guess what? I don't care.
Hmm.
Because right as I closed the game, I heard the bleeding sound effect. But yeah, I already closed the game. Sorry, Sunshine, but no. Now I'll change my MTU back and I should be able to get back into your share screen. Advanced settings. 1500. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know. Nope. Right back in. We're good. So yeah, I think it was because I changed my MTU
Hmm.
to 800.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, yeah, I don't have to go into a public session playing GTA, but it's fucking annoying to wait to load into one session, then have to pause the game and load into another one. Just so I can have a private session.
Alright,
But yeah,
bitch.
if anyone here watching plays GTA Online and you're getting sick of getting griefed, yeah, just go into your internet settings, find your internet, press options, and click advanced, and then change your MTU. First, you'll have to change it to manual, and then just change it to 800. And if that doesn't work, try like 790 or I think 600. Just make sure whenever you're done playing it that you change it back to 1500, or you'll have issues in other online games. And apparently even down to your console. You just saw that when I changed it, his screen share wasn't working for me. I think it's got something to do with like your capping how much your internet can do, its capability on console, like you're limiting certain things.
Yeah.
Might as well get it over with. I'm gonna go take my fucking trash bag outside.
Alright.
Fuck's sake. I'm back. Man, it's fucking cold out there. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
walked
fucking.
out in nothing but a tank top.
Leon!
Hell yeah, it's cold out there.
Yeah, I
It's
just
good to
walked
see
out
you're
there in
still
nothing
among
but a
the
tank
living.
top.
It looks like
I
Whew.
went.
you're not
I went down. I went down earlier. I went down to the store earlier. Fucking 2 layers of pants and 3 layers up on top, and jackets.
There's
Yeah,
no
and
reason for us to stay any longer than necessary.
I'm
Let's
not
split up,
far
but
off
any
from you
survivors,
anymore in
get out
terms
of
of
here.
weight. And I can tell you, I
One
en
last thing.
I really
Here's
wouldn't
a
want
radio.
it back, but
Take it.
that's the one thing that I envy being fat
That
for.
way we can keep in touch if anything
The
happens.
cold doesn't affect you as bad. But man, whenever you're even when you're skinny like I am now, it's fucking awful. You go out there every once in a while, man, even wearing a hoodie, and it's like the minute the wind hits you, it's like it literally cuts you in half at the waist.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, then what's worse, I was out there at the trash can, and the moment I go to pull the lid up, huge gust of wind comes through. Then I gotta fight, the lid from being blown back all the way, and try to throw a heavy ass bag into the bin. And a tank top. I didn't think I'd be out there, just be walk out, open lid, throw bag in bin, and be back. But, whew. And it's actually like maybe a couple of degrees colder where I live. Because you live up in town, I live out in the sticks.
Yeah, you
Also,
usually have a bit colder weather than I do.
yeah, but then once you head up to town where I live, it's the same way. It goes up a couple of degrees. But then you also got the downside up in town of the wind hitting you harder than it would here. Because we got trees and shit to block it. You guys don't. You stand out in the parking lot, you'll be wishing you were where I lived. When that wind blows.
Yeah. Not wrong.
And also where I live, it's still nothing but snow except for the roads. That's the only other benefit that I've got over you and people who live in town. The county actually does their job. The city doesn't. I mean, dude, it's actually hilarious. You drive down my road now, it's all black, asphalt. But then the minute you get up to that driveway right where it says the speed limit sign, on my road heading up towards town, it's nothing but snow. Yep, every winter you can tell where the damn city limit is by the snow and the difference in how good of a job they did. It's hilarious.
Yeah, our fucking roads were plowed literally the same night. They would start snowing. Plows were already out.
Yeah. I'm sure they did the same thing. It's just that this time, even the county, like they did a half-assed job at it. There's not even any chat on the road. They usually throw that on there when they go by to, give you extra traction. But one of my neighbors was out there shoveling shit, and she was like, I don't even think they threw chat on it. I'm feeling around with my shoe and I don't feel any gravel. Like, yeah, I don't feel it.
Spade key. Now go back. Let's go back over here. Go through those 2 doors that need a spade key.
But yeah, bro, I'm getting sick of the fucking absolute nothing burger updates that I've been getting with one of my games. All they do is add some fucking gear that nobody asked for and a couple of sticker kits. That's it.
Yeah. When I downloaded this game,
Yeah.
They gave me the option of the PS4 version or the PS5 version. I was sat down with the PS5 version, but
Yeah, does it come with like haptic feedback and trigger tension and stuff like the other games do? Did they actually incorporate that? Go out of their way to actually update it with those features?
I don't know. 'Cause I don't know because my trigger sensitivity was turned off. They added this new game mode though. You can't play this game I'm playing on the original like on PS2.
Yeah. Is it a new difficulty or like a new game mode altogether?
No, it's the difficulty is just as hard as the
No,
original.
I'm saying that new game mode they added. Is it just like a new special difficulty or is it like a full-on different gameplay mode?
The only thing that's different from this gameplay mode and the other one is that you get the infinite weapons. That's basically the only difference.
Oh,
And you got a file in your you got a file inside your you know inside your file that tells you how to play the game from start to finish.
oh,
That's what it
oh.
always
So
tells.
so it's kind of like a modding file you can open that literally just tells you how to beat the game, beat
Yeah,
for beat.
it literally tells you from start to finish and how to beat the game. I didn't use that. I didn't use that file when I first played through this.
No, I mean it kind of defeats the whole point of playing the game.
I just
Why,
wanted.
like,
I
like
just.
why play the game? You know?
Yeah. When I seen that file, I was already in the nest. I was near the end of the game already. I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't know. I didn't notice they had this file that tells you how to play the fucking game. I guess it's for people who newer players. You know,
Yeah.
they got the best weapons you can get. The difficulty is the same as easy mode if you play off the original game instead of the arranged game, but
Yeah.
it's the same
You know what?
difficulty.
You know what, bro? I actually I don't know if I'd say hate that phrase because hate's kind of a strong word. But I think we need to stop making that excuse for newer players because it really is an excuse. Because if you think about it, these games came out for people at one point.
Hmm.
They weren't us. They were out when like long before we were around. But do you think? I mean, somebody had to beat these games back when they came out. And do you think they had access to shit like internet or smartphones to
My
look it
mom
up?
said the first time she played this game, she's like, you didn't have the, yeah, I didn't have all this internet and stuff to look things up.
That's what I'm saying. So like, to me, that really is an excuse. That whole, well, I guess it's made for, newcomers. It's like, why can't they beat the games like we did with absolutely no help?
When I
I
first,
would, I would, I would get it if they were like disabled, like they had like a neural logical disorder where they didn't have the reaction speed.
yeah, when I
Then yeah, but
when I first played this fucking game, I didn't have internet. Alright.
no, because I mean, even when we were around as teenagers, all we had were flip phones.
I mean, and dial up.
Yeah. And even when I was in middle school, we still just had flip phones. Like fucking like a Nokia or whatever the hell was back then. Sprint. Does anybody remember Sprint?
I remember Sprint.
The ever popular Razor flip phone
Mm-hmm.
or the what the fuck was that one that was T-Mobile where it like slid up sideways and had a full keyboard under it? Was that like the Switchblade or something?
Okay, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a PSP.
You know, the only thing I hate is that is when is Ada's parts of the game. I don't have, you know, the guns that I have for Leon with her.
Yeah. You
Thankfully,
know what?
thankfully her parts aren't that long.
You know what phone I would have really liked to have, but was Japan exclusive? Think like a razor phone, but instead of you flipping it up, the whole top like actually rotates and slides.
Yeah,
Where you just like push it and it rotates over to the top.
gotcha.
That would have
Uh,
been kind of cool to have.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that old silver blue Nokia or Motorola phone. You know, the one with the antenna that you can actually pull out of the top. It's
Yeah,
like a baby blue and silver. It kind of has that color pattern, but it's black and silver. And instead of, yeah, you putting your thumb under it and flipping the screen up, it actually, like, the lid slides over top and folds over.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just haven't seen one of those in fucking years.
Yeah, then you had a flip phone that slid up and flipped up.
Yeah, I slid up for the letters and then it's flipped up for the numbers. When they put full keyboards on a phone, man, that was an advancement in technology I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Instead of hitting number three, yeah, the kids nowadays don't know the struggle hitting the button 3 times to get the letter you want.
Oh yeah, hell, sometimes 4 times. Some numbers had 4 letters attached to it.
Yeah,
And then, you know,
kids back then, kids nowadays don't know the struggle.
yeah, you know what sucks? Say you were mashing the fuck out of it to type or text really quick. If you went over the letter that you wanted to land on, you had to press it 3 more times again.
Oh god, I can't tell me how to do that. Oh my god.
Uh, you know what else sucks about having smartphones now? I mean, it isn't just the internet, and all that. What sucks about it is every smartphone feels the fucking same. It's just a flat rectangle. Whenever you look at flip phones and compare it to a smartphone, there was so much like more personalization options.
Yeah,
Well,
I
like
know.
imagine having a phone where you can change the background color of your icons and shit. You don't have that anymore.
No, not anymore. You don't.
Now, as personal as a phone can get, it's, I don't know, slap a case on it and then pray that your case somebody else doesn't own. And then if they do, you just gotta throw stickers on it. And then hope that they ain't got the same stickers on theirs.
Birds. Well, birds almost killed me, bro.
Yeah, you're looking a little injured.
Yeah, I'm on caution.
You know, I like the fact that they did that. Because they allowed you to tell you're injured or hurting without putting like a fucking red flashing shit on the screen. And you don't need a visible health bar to tell you're injured.
Oh, I wish I had a visible health bar though.
I know, but whenever your character holds themselves and changes depending on how injured you are, you really don't need a health bar on screen. Because I know a lot of people, like YouTubers, they record these games and then edit it like it's a movie. And it's hard to make it feel like a movie when you got video game HUD all over the screen. So they deliberately go in and turn that off.
The only thing I would want, like I said, is this invisible health bar. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I would want.
And even then, if you were one of those YouTubers, you could shut that off. But, this way it feels more immersive, like it's real life. You
To
don't
play,
have HUD in real life.
since this is a PS5 version, the game has like, you know how you get you pause?
Yeah.
You also have this.
Oh yeah, that's a new menu.
Yeah, if you want to play as Claire, you go to settings and go to change disc, and you change the disc too.
Change region?
Yeah, you change the region too. You can put it like into like
Yeah, isn't that like a DVD thing, like region 3 for this country or region 6 for that country
yeah,
kind of
basically
thing?
yeah, basically.
I'm surprised that's even still a thing with modern tech. You'd think you'd be able to pop in a disc anywhere, and as long as it had English on it, it would work.
You know who I never seen in this
Huh.
game? Mr. X.
You still haven't seen him?
I never even seen him the first time I played through the game.
That's weird. Isn't he like supposed to be one of the biggest threats in the game?
Yeah, but I don't understand. I mean, he ain't threat to me. I just go grab my rocket launcher and shoot him once, and he dropped. But that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's just weird
bird.
that you went through the game without even running into him once. I imagine some of them were scripted though.
Yeah, I mean, in the remake when he first shows up, that's a scripted moment, obviously.
But they don't have those in the original.
Not the one, not that as far as I know, they didn't have they don't have Mr. X in this game. I never seen him.
I don't know, unless that's like a remake lore thing where he actually wasn't even in the original. It was just the raccoon outbreak. That's all that was there. And then Mr. X is like an added lore for the remake. Because when I've heard somebody explain it, in the remake at least, the only reason Mr. X was there was to silence any potential survivors and whistleblowers. Couldn't have it coming out what actually happened.
Oh, I forgot the number. I
But if
forgot.
that lore wasn't back when the original was released, yeah, Mr. X wouldn't even be in the game. That's something they could have came up with later. But yeah, if you didn't run into him, then again, I'm going out on a limb here, but that might have been Mr. X didn't exist back then, and they didn't come up with the idea until remake.
Oh, whoops, wrong number. Just shotgun shells.
By the way, bro, my lore
Oh, let me get some out.
explanation on that is accurate, right? That Mr. X, that was his job, why he was there, to kill survivors and silence any potential whistleblowers.
Yeah, and they changed it up with Nemesis to take out all the STARS members.
I think that was his original job. That's not even a lore change.
Yeah, that's always been his job.
So does that mean Mr. X wasn't even lore in the original, or is it? Or is that a remake exclusive lore?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Because dude, I don't think if Mr. X was a thing in the original that you would have gone the whole game without at least running into him once. You'd have to run into him at some point. So yeah, that tells me I'm starting to think he was a remake exclusive.
This machine gun that I have
Yeah.
isn't a special weapon. You can get it in the original,
Yeah.
like in the actual game.
You know, uh, you know what, bro? I don't know if you got any people in this age demographic, but I figured I'd ask anyway. For anybody out there who might remember a little bit past the 90s, or my bad, before the 90s, when it comes to video games, I was gonna crack a joke about something, but um, you tell me if you remember a controller that you could plug into any game, and you'd sit there, and the controller would just operate the game by itself, which is the dumbest thing ever. The game would basically play itself like an AI robot, and would also always win. Because it would basically like play the game, and it was whatever game you plugged it into, it would know exactly how to play it to an expert, flawless level. It's like punching in the infinite ammo, infinite health cheat. Like why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
And by the way, for people that have like those neurodivergent things where their reflex speed may not be as high, even no insult towards you, I can't imagine that, but I would say even people that may be using that as an excuse, you don't have an excuse. I know of a guy that plays video games blind, and he does it just fine. Imagine playing a video game blind, bro, and being skilled at it. Like, how does that even work?
Good point.
And he was playing games before 3D audio was a thing. Just your TV speakers. And I know he's blind because a YouTuber that I used to watch did a whole interview on him. Even showed up to his house. I think he did it for like a the hell they call that, like a when you're in college and you're doing like an assignment for like a final grade on something. He was doing it for one of them.
I actually don't know where I'm going at the moment. Just kind of running along.
But yeah, nothing against people with neurological disorders or disabilities. But I imagine that a lot of people that just suck at video games use that as an excuse. So now it's kind of like whenever you make a game, you have to put those accessibility options in the game that allow people that don't need them to exploit it and guarantee they beat the game. Although I will say this. This is the one like accessibility option I think every game needs to have. Tell me if you heard of this, bro. They're called difficulty modifiers. Where, say, like, I don't know, trying to come up with a difficulty name here. Uh, you know what Hell in Hell is in Devil May Cry, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's you die in one hit, but every enemy and boss has moderate health.
Yeah.
Think a difficulty like that. You pick that difficulty as the base, but then you can reset it or use a difficulty modifier that's tied to enemy health, where they die in one hit. So it's kind of like resetting it back to heaven or hell.
Yeah.
But then you keep the enemy wave and the difficulty and aggression at hell and hell. So you're only changing one aspect of the difficulty, if that makes any sense. It's like you picked a difficulty where you die in one hit, but all enemies die after I don't know, a combo. but then now you reset it where they die in one hit with you, but the enemy wave is ultimate and their aggression is ultimate, so you're probably going to get hit anyway. It's just now you can kill them in one hit too.
Yeah.
You're not changing the difficulty, you're changing one aspect of it. That's something every game should have. I like that I can mod and
Yeah.
change different aspects of the difficulty if I want.
Apparently BO7 did that. They have a chaos mode where you can set different things to make the game harder. It's too easy, apparently, I guess, or some shit like that.
Yeah, or you can like make some aspects of it harder and some of it easier at the same time,
I
where the
think
difficulty feels truly unique.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played BO7. I just from what I've heard.
Yeah, but that's usually, at least what I know of it as, that's what you do. You pick a difficulty as a base, and then you scroll down and you change like enemy aggression and damage, enemy health, like enemy awareness. You're able to make that parts of it easier or harder. So it becomes like its own custom unique difficulty. I mean, it's also like very accessible because, somebody like, for example, may not be good enough at the game. They're constantly dying. So they put it in game journalist mode where you could be comboed at 0 health and you're still alive. In other words, you're immortal. But then they're like, you know what? I'm sick of being a game journalist. I don't want to suck. But I don't want to rage quit because I constantly die. So then they up the difficulty with like the enemy health, damage, and all that, or aggression, and make their combos harder. But they also can't die. It's like, okay, now that I'm used to the enemy being more aggressive, now I can turn the I can die option on.
Yeah.
So at least they're ready for what they're getting into. So they stand a chance and they don't just die in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. You're not a pussy unless you leave easy mode on all the time. If you use easy mode on your first playthrough to get familiar with the game and get used to it, yeah, that doesn't make you a vagina. That makes you cautious and you don't want to fucking rage quit and break a disc in half.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, I know streamers do it all the time and it's always like, insert, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Insert relevant streamer here, rage quit compilation. And it's just them taking a golf club to their fucking setup. Like, yeah, haha, funny, but do you have any idea how much fucking money it's going to cost to replace that broken setup?
Huh.
Not everybody can do that. So I
Yeah.
think I'd rather spare myself the rage quit moment by playing on easy mode first.
I feel you.
But yeah, you're only a wuss if you play it with easy mode on all the time and you never step out of it.
I'm trying to bust through this fucking prison. Oh, not prison. I keep saying prison. Police station as fast as possible.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on MX Legends to fucking put in a photo mode, which is also apparently coming out this year. Features that were already there in the game before it. So it should have came out on launch with that feature implemented.
Yeah. I had the diamond key.
You know what, bro? I'm surprised we haven't fucking started a podcast yet already talking about video games and shit. Since that's all we
We
do.
fucking need to, bro. Honestly.
since yeah, since that's all we do. You playing a game and we just talk about video games and how trash they are now. Not all of them, obviously, just most of them.
Yeah.
I
I don't hate all of them.
yeah, it's the people making them that's garbage.
Okay, now I need to go find the diamond key doors.
Since video games nowadays are being made by those weird theater kids that used to make fun. You know, bro, I actually found out the perfect way to word it. The reason video games suck now is because they're being made by people that used to make fun of us for playing video games before video games got cool.
Video games were never as cool as they are now. I mean, as they were, they'll never be as cool as they were back then. Back then. You
Yeah,
know.
and it's because the people that made fun of us for playing video games back when they weren't cool, think it's cool now, and now they're the head of they're the producers now. And because they don't know what a video game is, because they don't actually like video games, they only like it for as long as it's cool, and they'll be gone the minute it stops being cool. Yeah, that's why they suck.
This is some games that I have issues with replayability. Like I
Yeah.
have some games I just can't replay, and some I can. Thank God, I need to get rid of that crank.
That's one of my biggest issues with Devil May Cry. But yeah, it's deliberately made to be replayed like 18 times. But the problem is, nothing changes. You're going through the same hallway, fighting the same bosses. It's just the only replay value is the difficulty's harder.
At least with this one, the replay value, you have a second scenario you can do with the character, so it's not like you're like there's no replay value whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, but the problem is the first scenario and the first scenario, Leon's first scenario, and Claire's first scenario are basically the same fucking game. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
The only difference is there's parts with Sherry and with Claire, and there isn't with Leon.
Yeah. And then I
I
don't
mean,
even
and the Ada parts are different, but other than that,
I don't know if you think this would help, bro, but again, back to Devil May Cry. I don't I mean it might help with replay with like changing the difficulty like it's already made, but maybe changing the collectible items locations. Like, you know, say you didn't find a purple orb in one level, and then in one difficulty it's over here, but now because you didn't pick it up and you're on a harder difficulty, it's somewhere else entirely. Or even changing like the location of secret missions. So now it's in a new place and it gives you a reason to spend more time in that level and explore a little deeper.
yeah,
That might help with replay value. Or like, you know, those red orb bugs things
yeah,
that, you know, they always spawn in the same spot, but then when you replay it on a harder difficulty and it's in a different spot now.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd think that would help with like DMC replay value or if it would just not really help at all.
I just wish they changed things,
Yeah.
for replay value. I mean, like obviously Resident Evil doesn't really just the plot really doesn't change in the game.
Yeah.
Even with harder difficulties doesn't really change.
I just right now, even though it's not really relevant anymore, its hype has come and gone already. In fact, I'd say its hype was gone not even a full year into its release. But man, I loved what Devil May Cry fans did with absolutely ripping on a game that was supposed to be like, if there is a such thing as a Devil May Cry like a Souls like. But They absolutely ripped apart Final Fantasy 16, insulting the fuck out of it because it's combat. They literally got the guy that made Devil May Cry on board to collaborate and make the combat for that game.
Yeah.
And then Devil May Cry fans were putting combos in Devil May Cry 5 next to footage of 16, and then just absolutely ripping 16 apart on how it's like shallow as fuck and it's an insult to Devil May Cry. And it really is. I don't even have to play the game to tell. Just like Logan Paul, whenever you sell a game, don't rely on the hype alone to sell it. Make it a good fucking game.
Ain't that the truth?
Making a business model that relies on hype for shit to sell is going to immediately fade. Or you're going to die off. You're not going to be around long.
Wow, I'm still in caution? Fuck.
I mean, with that kind of business model, you're selling products that are delivered. Shit. I mean, it's literally like you're selling shit that is meant, like artificially slapped with a timer on it. Which of course ain't gonna work well when those products are supposed to be permanent. Like check out these new flavors of potato chips. By the way, we're only selling them this month. And then you're going, please buy them, please. We'd like them to be a permanent thing, but we're only going to do it depending on sales numbers.
I guess we're going this way.
I just can't wait to see how much they butcher Part 3 of the 7 remake. They absolutely destroyed the Part 2 of it, so... One YouTuber I watched said, you know, at this point, I don't even think they know what the fuck they're doing. So it, like, wouldn't surprise me if they try to retcon all the shit they did in Part 2 and Part 3. But at this point, that's their only options. Attempt to retcon it and say it was all a dream and then go from there. Or just double down.
Yeah. They're probably double down.
Yeah, and
It's the safest, you know,
yeah.
to do.
And you know what else he said? This one's really funny. He said, they never had any intentions of making a remake. They wanted to make it a fucking, ooh, Marvel humor, multiverse, thing, reboot. But then they separated it into 3 parts. So of course, whenever you're dishonest by putting remake in the title, and then it's actually a wacky, fun time, Marvel millennial humor reboot with multiverses, because you separated it into 3 parts, they've already caught on. They already know you're lying, so by the time you sell Part 2, nobody's buying it. You can't do that unless you release the whole game at once. So he said they're not even... They're not even intelligent with it. Because if they were smart, they would have released the whole game at once.
Yeah.
Because that way nobody would know that the whole game's a fucking multiverse reboot until they bought the game. And that YouTuber I watch, he says he doesn't even really like hate the people that enjoy it. He says what he hates about it is the gaslighting culture around it. On how if you say you don't like it, it's like a personal attack to somebody else, and then they'll try to lie about it and say like, oh, you're just nostalgic, or you don't know what a remake is.
Yeah.
And then the one part of the game that's actually kind of the same as the original but with slight changes, if you have a complaint about that, they'll go, well, clearly you wanted a remaster. Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't think you hang out in this prison. I keep saying prison. I don't think you hang out. I don't think you hang out in this area, like the police station. I don't think you're here as long as you are in the original.
Yeah.
But then again, I know the remake so well. I can probably bust through the police station in a matter of fucking an hour or two.
Yeah, you know what the funniest part is about that, bro? With that remake I'm talking about? My bad. Reboot. Um, we don't know what a remake is to these people who have a problem with us not liking the fact one of the most revolutionary games ever made has been completely butchered. But no, we know what a remake is, and it's Resident Evil 2. Did they remake 3 yet?
Yeah, they did.
Was it like 1-to-1 perfect remake?
No,
Like,
no. Resident Evil 2 wasn't either. Resident Evil 4 was the perfect, almost as perfect as you could be.
well, either way, as long as they're not going completely off script from the original plot, and the game still feels the same,
Yeah.
then it's a remake. But
Okay, hold
yeah,
on.
they'll
I gotta do my outro. Hold on. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this one. This is a long time. This has been a long time for me to play this, but hope you guys are enjoying. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
see ya.